You ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, we are doing this again because in the last try, only his worked very nicely. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Wow, super. So what you just saw was homemade air gun made up of two parts. You can see this is a simple pipe and a piston. In the gun language, we call this barrel, and this is the piston. What is done is, in this pipe, the pipe is blocked on both sides with paper. You use paper, no? All of you? So there is a paper block inside. There's a paper pellet, paper bullet on both sides, and piston is used to push one. What happens is the front pellet fires. Right? Now, how does this work? Can any one of you explain? What is the working of this? Pressure of air that is trapped between two bullets. So let us try and understand the working of this homemade air gun. Can you see the parts here? The parts of this homemade air gun, what you have here is pipe, or called barrel, and we use two pellets in this. What pellet you used right now? Paper. You used paper, and we have got a piston here, right? So how this works, let us have a look. I've created a small animation. Can you see this? Your gun is loaded and ready. How do you load the gun? You put a pellet in front, pellet behind, and this is your piston. There is air inside which is trapped between the two pellets. Right? You saw what happened? Okay, let me repeat. Okay, you see, I'm repeating this. Just watch the whole action. What happens is, when you push the piston here, the air inside gets compressed. And because it gets compressed, the pressure inside the pipe goes on increasing. At one point, the pressure is so much that it overcomes the friction between the pellet and the pipe, and the front pellet fires. Let me run this animation again. Saw that? Along with the pellet getting fired, you also hear a sound, fat. So in Konkani, we call this fatas, because of the sound it makes. Interesting, right? Why the name fatas? Because it makes the sound fat. Why that sound comes? All the compressed air comes out and claps on the outside air, making sound fat. So you just saw how compressed air is used here to fire a bullet in homemade air gun. In Konkani, we call this fatas. This is made up of bamboo. Some of you have made it of PVC pipe. You just need a pipe and a piston, right? Where else do we use compressed air in our day-to-day life? Compressor. What type of compressor you're talking about? Painting. Okay. So you use compressed air to spray the paint. Where else? Loudly. In fridge. There's a compressor in every fridge. Where else? Naitik? AC. AC is very similar in working to your fridge. That also uses compressor. So you already know some of the applications, but something more simpler is also present at your homes that uses compressed air. We are going to look at this. Okay. First, this is the air gun. Air gun is a weapon. Even what you created right now is also a weapon. Please do not fire others with that bullet. We have made it only for fun, to understand the physics behind it. Don't use it as a weapon. It can hurt really bad. This type of air gun is available in the market. You can see the piston here. You can see the pellet, and you can see the barrel, right? So the piston has to be loaded in this. You load it behind, lock it into the trigger. When trigger is pushed, same action happens. Here we push it manually. There the spring pushes. This is spring operated. What is this? You said, no, this is the compressor of the fridge. It compresses the gas, makes it into liquid, and sends it into this tube. That is for another session, how fridge works. What is this? Air compressor. This type of compressor is used to fill air in the tires. It is also used to spray the paint. Okay. Connected to the spray, this can be used to paint. Your tires that we use on bicycles, motorbikes, and automobiles is also compressed air. There is air which is compressed inside, and that air keeps your tire very tight, also acts as a spring. So remember, air in your tire also acts as a spring, absorbing the shocks. Next, you not seen this? Perfume bottles, which are pressurized already. It is already pressurized. So when you press this, the compressed air brings liquid out from the bottle. This is the most common. Another? Some of you have started shaving, right? Now if you use shaving foam, which is already pressurized, when you press that, a foam comes out mixed with air. This can here is pressurized already. There is air pressure inside, right? So many compressed air uses in our day-to-day life. One more that I have not shown here, very common thing that we use at home, LPG. What is LPG? Yes. Liquid petroleum gas filled in the cylinder. You've seen gas cylinder, yes, right? It is pressurized so much that gas has become liquid. Now it is stored in your cylinder as a liquid, and when you on it or release it, gas comes out, mixes with oxygen, and then you can burn it.